Hey everyone and welcome. If it looks like a revolution, smells like a revolution, and it's growing like a revolution, it's probably a revolution. Now you won't see this on mainstream news.
And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Well, you will see this, but it won't be recorded accurately, will it? Now this was Rob Roos, an MEP in the European Parliament, exposing the reason why there is a revolution growing within the farming community, the trucking community, and the working class communities across Europe. Now, he does say this in his native language, Dutch, so I will translate it, and in the background, I'm going to play some of the footage from this revolution. Have a watch of this and have a listen as he nails them to a wall. All over Europe, farmers are starting to protest. The direct causes vary. In the Netherlands, it's about nitrogen. In Germany, it's higher taxes. But the underlying reason is deeper, and it's the same everywhere. In Brussels and in our capitals, the ruling class has decided that we are living wrong, that everything must change. The urban academic ruling class is tremendously disconnected from the vast majority of the people. This ruling class controls politics, but doesn't appreciate farmers, even though farmers feed all of us every day. Yet the ruling class wants our farmers to disappear. One regulation at a time. Then they conclude trade agreements with the entire world. So from now on, we will be importing apples from Vietnam. All in the name of climate, of course. You, members of the European Parliament, need to look in the mirror. These massive farmer protests are about you. You are responsible for this. Stop forcing people to live differently. And stop making it impossible for farmers to do their jobs. We absolutely need our farmers. Food security is also a matter of national security. No farmers, no food, no future. Thank you. Now that last one there says, we have had enough. And you can't blame him, can you really? You're not wrong, is he? No farmers, no food. No food, no future for you or your family. Now here's a young lad at the Dutch protest explaining on the ground the farmer's point of view. Have a listen to this guy.
Because Klaus Schwab telling people to eat insects, but he also say at the end you will own nothing and still be happy. But Mr. Klaus Schwab will own everything. So the story, he will never eat the insects. He will force the poor people to eat insects and fake foods and produce hyper produced foods, you know, with a lot of chemicals inside, and they force poverty upon people will bring them to the fact that they have to buy this kind of food because they can't afford the rest. And by breaking down family farms in the Netherlands, food security will be at high stakes.
So it is like communism, where they take from the poor people, and only the rich people, the elite, they are the ones with all the power.
Well, actually,
and control.
it's very painful to say, but the free and democratic country, known all over the world, that we have very free laws and very free people that travel everywhere and make agreements all over the world, are now forced in some sort of pattern that we are, communism can be, it sounds like communism.
Climate communism.
Climate communism.
Do you disagree with anything he's just said, everyone? Do you think anything of that was wrong? Let me know in the comments if you do. Now, obviously, my stance on this is I stand with the farmers. If you've got no farmers, you've got no food. And this is what they want to do. The globalists, and he's right, the globalists in the EU and the World Economic Forum and all of the other big globalist organisations are trying to take and seize control of the food supply. Now, this has been tried before, has it not? Stalin did exactly the same and appropriated the farmers' lands. And as we all know, 7 million people died because of it. And yet we are replicating that scenario exactly. We should all stand with the farmers in this respect. Time to say enough to globalism, because they're obviously working against every single one of us. Let me know what you think now. Stay sane. See you on the next one.